the Texas Warriors on the high play.
Welcome everyone to the 2012 Meineke Car Care Bowl in Texas, in Houston. It's the Minnesota Gophers taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders inside Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. The city where the energy industry reigns supreme. A couple of teams looking for some extra juice on the field today. Minnesota back in the bowl business after sitting it out since 2009. The Raiders, meanwhile, second ranked in the country in the passing game.
And they want to limit the possessions for a very explosive Texas Tech offense.
Stoudemire, one of the nation's leading kickoff returners all time, out to the 26-yard line. A nice return. What'll be... Nelson on the move, lunging forward, and it looks like he got enough for the first down. Let's see where they spot it. He got beyond.
Rough moments as you expect from a true freshman, but excellent decision there on third down.
Williams down to the backfield. Play fake, they set it up, have a man wide open. Angle. And it's first and goal for the Gophers at the 8-yard line. Just as you alluded to, Brock. Weckstein. Out. And he pulls it right through. Well, it wasn't a touchdown, but all being said, a pretty impressive opening statement by the Gophers.
Welcome to the 2012 Meineke Car Care Bowl of Texas. Car care is a lot like football. For example, football is all about teamwork. Same when you get your car taken care of at Meineke. In fact, at Meineke, teamwork means we work with you to give you the best service options for you, your car, and your budget. So, next time you need service, stop at Meineke, the winning team for complete car care. My money, my choice, my Meineke.
Tommy Tuberville leaving for Cincinnati. Cliff Kingsbury hired as the new head coach. Thompson the interim right now. Welcome everyone to Houston, the Meineke Car Care Bowl of Texas. These are the Red Raiders on the kickoff return against Minnesota. A flag down on the play. If it stands, it is a sparkling return by Jakeem Grant. What a response by Jakeem.
So Fricke's actually the leading receiver coming into this night, and he's got 19 on the season.
Kirkwood again, bouncing it outside, has a lot of real estate and runs over a couple of players inside the 30-yard line. A determined Donnell Kirkwood.
I believe that's the right call when you make contact at that receiver.
Sets up a first and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Minnesota. Williams.
That's 3 carries out of that 3-back look, and you have found immense success. This is exactly what Minnesota needed tonight.
Jones, you're watching ESPN's Capital One Bowl Week. It's the 2012 Meineke Car Care Bowl of Texas tonight. The Minnesota Gophers taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders for the second time all time. Folks, due to time constraints, we move ahead to further action. First down and 10, and we've already had 2 personal fouls now. Doege keeps it himself and took a hit. He lost his hat. Somebody lost his hat. Yeah, it was Seth Doege, the 6'1" senior, and he's going to have to come out, and he's all amped up too. He wants to give a little something.
Not a big zone read team, Texas Tech. He usually throws it, but shows he's willing to take a little punishment tonight in his finale with Texas Tech.
Seth Doege, his dad Randy was his high school coach. Michael Brewer now in the ball game for him for a play at least. 2nd down and 5 for the Red Raiders. They moved it down the field here on this, their first offensive possession in some pretty big chunks. Minnesota come after the new quarterback here? Maybe not. Didn't matter. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They did that quickly. Derek Edwards with the catch and the score.
Seth Doege saying, hey, hold on a second, freshman. That's supposed to be my touchdown. And Texas Tech showing you some offensive balance that's going to be very challenging for the Golden Gophers tonight if they can run it that way.
Personal foul, number 72 on the offense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
What does it tell you? It tells you that deep in the heart of Texas, folks, it may not be worth being a defensive coordinator tonight. You feel me? Back with more on the other side. Welcome back, everyone, to Reliance Stadium, the Meineke Car Care Bowl of Texas. Minnesota trailing Texas Tech as we begin the second quarter of play. Mark Jones chopping it up with Brock Huard, Justin Mendoza down in the field. And
I love this 3-back look. It's been heavy run.
Run it again. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirkwood.
There's an old philosophy. In fact, an old coordinator of mine, Tom Moore, for the Indianapolis Colts, said, I'm going to run it until you prove to me that you can stop it. And right now, that power run game with the big boys, the tight end and fullback in the backfield, they're targeting, they're pushing that pile, and they found immense success here early with that 3-back formation.
Doege, a little heat coming. Squeezes it in the window, complete at the 17-yard line to Tyson Williams. Time winding down in the play clock. We've got to get to work here. Doege is going to take off. Leaping touchdown. Seth Doege couldn't find a receiver, blew a tire, lost a shoe, and still scored.
You can see the crossing routes. Good pressure by Minnesota. Does the veteran panic? Does he freak out? No. He knows to get north and south, and this isn't his MO. He throws for 38 touchdowns, but he gets his second rushing touchdown of the season.
He tried to lift off. There wasn't much lift, but he kept moving forward. For Doege, that's his second rushing touchdown of the season and only the 6th of his career.
So often that's where experience comes into play. You'll see young quarterbacks, oh no, I've called this play, it's supposed to look like this, I got pressure, and they'll just panic. And he doesn't. He trusts his instincts. He's played a ton of ball over his 5 years. I said earlier, how about resiliency? 2 torn ACLs in high school before he ever got to Lubbock. He redshirts. He plays very little his first 2 years. And over the last 2 years, he's been incredibly efficient.
Yeah, towards it.
Opportunity, even if you've got to slow him down, typically you'll draw the pass interference, even if it is incomplete. Bigger margin of error if you literally put more air under that ball.
3rd and 7 coming up. take another shot. This one complete at the 19-yard line. And Brock, as you alluded to, that had a little bit more air under it. Engel making the catch. And a first down for the Gophers on the gain of 31.
And you'd love to ran to him for a touchdown.
What they do here on 3rd and 8. Nelson plants his feet. That time he delivered. Touchdown to Crawford Tufts.
So I won't make the easy play. Let me just dodge a defender, scramble to my left, and just throw a dart for a touchdown. I said earlier, when you're looking at young, inexperienced quarterbacks, the one thing you don't want them to do is repeat mistakes. That time he breaks the pocket, he settles down, he gathers himself, and he throws a strike.
Nothing but orange will do in Knoxville. Blue and white in Provo.
5 games across ESPN and ESPN2 highlights Saturday's Capital One Bowl Week action. Brock, which of those games jumps off the page at you?
Well, you're going to be looking at 2 NFL quarterbacks in this game. I know Geno Smith's Heisman, unfortunately, went up in flames about week 6 of this season. He still threw 41 touchdowns, had a brilliant year. And Ryan Nassib, quarterback at Syracuse, scouts love his arm strength, his toughness. That's a marquee matchup of a couple young stud quarterbacks.
Did you take a shot here?
Love this situation in plus territory.
1st and 10. There's the play fake. There's the shot. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Engel. They took a shot and got it.
To run some of those sneaks.
3rd and goal.
It's going to be a big, heavy run.
Into the end zone.
Awesome.
Touchdown. Drew Goodner with the catch.
Awesome play. Breaking tendency. You bring the extra lineman in. You shift. Everything says, as I uttered it out of my mouth, big, heavy run. And instead, you play fake. You pop up. You hit Goodger, the true sophomore that's also back from injury. That's tremendous execution, play calling, breaking tendencies.
Quarter play. Off the play fake, Philip Nelson. Boy, his poise really belying his age as a true freshman. Back with more after this.
This guy go 24/7.
Sounds a little too good to be true, sir.
I believe that when pigs fly.
Okay, did she seriously just say that?
Geico. Just a click away with our free mobile app.
Well, I know what LA defense. When you have really elite speed and you're quicker and you're faster, your linemen get a helmet on a helmet, you get a chance to have some of that balance and some of the success in the run game.
On 2nd and 7. Hagee. Intercepted. The second one of the night by Carter. He juggled it and then finally corralled it. So
our defense has played lights out. I'm going to give you 2 plays to finish this bowl game out.
time to close the sale if they can. Nelson's going to keep it and stop short of the first down. And really not in any kind of position for field goal attempts either. Bill Carter at this point, who's picked him off twice already.
It's an excellent point. With 3:24 and 2 timeouts, there is an eternity. With a no-huddle group, it's at the basis of what they do. Play within your scheme, but as a quarterback, you better be very careful of a corner that's been reading your eyes. Maybe time for a little double move.
Gets it out quick. That's complete. Out to Williams. And Williams got about 7, close to 8 on the play. 2nd and 2. Texas Tech with a couple of timeouts remaining. Minnesota with 1. Remember, the last time these two teams played, the only other time, they went into overtime before Texas Tech won by 3. Only at 2nd and 1. And there's the first down reception at the 39-yard line by Eric Ward. 13-yard pickup.
Texas Tech has also, Mark, played 3 overtime games this season, including their finale against Baylor. Their only loss in those 3.
Pass complete to Moore. And Moore is going to be stopped up his forward progress about the 44. Keep him from the 44.
Just get a sense at some point you're going to have to double move these corners that are just staring at the quarterback.
Wide open over the middle. Complete to Moore. A 15-yard gain. And Texas Tech, Brock, making it look real easy right now. Brock Vereen with the stick on the play. 3rd and 4. Diggy gets rid of it, wide open. Ward. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Intercepted at the 40. Johnson. And in field goal range, miraculously. What a turn of events.
Paid, but in my estimation, you've always got to play to win.
Diggy. Boy, what a catch. Caught. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. Williams wrestled that ball away from the defender. And they may be thinking 6 instead of 3 right now. Do you?
No, this is with one timeout. I'm setting this thing up in the middle of the field here, Mark.
They run it with Williams. Williams runs it towards the middle of the field. And there they go. Ryan Buston. 16 of 23.
We're unable to get those critical completions. Unable in your passing game, which has been a bugaboo all season long for Minnesota. And Texas Tech takes advantage.
Cliff Kingsbury watching from up top. The head coach will take over right after the game. Ryan Buston for the win. And he knuckles it through. It's over. The Red Raiders come back. Chris Thompson, the interim head coach. Well, you couldn't have written a more dramatic script for him filling in. And heartbreak for Vereen and the rest of the Gophers, who seem poised and ready to put this game away with about 7 minutes to go. And the agony almost paralyzing for them. But for Johnson and his teammates, a swift and lethal turnaround. In the dying seconds, the dying minute of the game, literally, resulting in a Texas Tech win. The second time that these two teams have played, and it's been right down to the last play.
We've seen a lot of blowouts in bowl season.